Go.
Hi, my name is Christy Lane, and I'm going to tell you the story of how I found my wedding ring. There was no engagement ring because I actually proposed to him after 8.5 years. And so once I started looking for rings, I was looking for both an engagement ring and a wedding ring. And I started looking online, figuring I would go and hit a jeweler, but I wanted to know what I was looking for. All I knew is that I really wanted rose gold and possibly colored stones. I was looking and didn't find very much that I liked. And then one day I found this picture on a blog that made me gasp. It was so beautiful. And fortunately the picture linked to gemvara.com and I found my wedding ring. And after that it was so beautiful and it is so stunning that I decided not even to get an engagement ring. So this is my pretty ring. I get to wear it in 50 days. This is my dog Mac, who's whining. We might have to stop it. Or we can, I don't wonder if we can cut it.
You probably can cut it.
Okay. Shh, Maggie. Okay. So I then became obsessed with this ring. And I looked at the pictures every day and I wondered, could I really buy a ring online without seeing it in person first? And I was really freaked out about that. So I kept checking their return policy and it said 30 days you can return it. I'm like, okay. So for a couple weeks I obsessed and I freaked out. And then I decided to get the free ring sizer because, you know, that's a risk taker that I am. So I got that. They sent it to me with a handwritten note, which was, I thought, a nice touch, telling me that if my ring didn't fit, they would resize it, no problem. So I waited a couple more weeks, took deep breaths, could think of no other piece of jewelry. I showed the picture to tons of people and decided that this is exactly what I wanted to do. So I bit the bullet one night, had a glass of wine, put my credit card information in and sent it. I started getting emails about how my ring was being, the stones were being chosen and they were putting it together and when it would arrive. I was very excited. And it ended up being a couple days later than they originally said, and they kept sending me emails after emails going, oh, it'll be here on this date. So I finally got the email saying that it would be on the FedEx next morning. So I looked at the FedEx tracker a lot, all night. I did sleep a little, and I woke up at 6 in the morning and looked at the FedEx tracker, and it had made it from New Jersey to Los Angeles, and I was very, very excited. And I was working at home that day so I could collect the FedEx delivery, and I sat by my window working away, and here comes the FedEx truck. It was very, very exciting. And then here comes a garbage truck, and the FedEx truck turned around and drove back down the street and did not stop at my house, which was a very, very bad moment for me. I almost cried. It's the only time in this entire wedding planning process that I almost cried. But I took a deep breath and thought, oh hey, they'll be back. Fortunately, around that time, I got some emails from the gemvara of people following up with me, and I told them the story of the FedEx truck, and they said, don't worry, it'll be there. And lo and behold, a couple hours later, the FedEx truck did indeed stop at my house, and I got my ring. And it's very beautiful, and I have looked at it every day, and I try it on pretty much every day. And I'm getting married in 50 days, and then I get to wear it all the time, and I'm very excited about that. Gemvara has been wonderful to me. They have just worked with me as an individual, kept me happy, and their selection was great and the prices are good. The only problem with them is that you can spend all day on their website and get nothing done. So watch out for that. Anyway, thank you, Gemvara.